Hello everyone, myself Mantesh Kukudi. Welcome you all to the NCRT 8th Maths syllabus. So in this NCRT 8th Maths syllabus, in the last session we discussed exercise 2.2 few problems. Those are from 1 to 4. So now we have to solve the remaining problems of exercise 2.2. In this exercise 2.2, we solved up to the fourth problem. Now we have to discuss fifth problem onwards. So now we have to go for fifth problem. Two numbers are in the ratio 5:3. Two numbers are in the ratio 5:3. If they differ by 18, what are the numbers? So we have to solve that problem now. See here now. Here numbers are in the ratio 5:3. So whenever numbers are in the ratio 5:3, how we have to consider those numbers and how to solve this problem according to this condition. See, let the two numbers be whenever in the form of ratio is there, means here 5:3 ratio is there. For that reason, numbers we have to consider as along with the variable as 5x and 3x. Let the numbers be 5x and 3x. So whatever condition says, according to condition, they differ by 18. It means difference between these two numbers is 18. For that reason, we have to, according to this condition, 5x minus 3x is equal to 18. So now we have to go for simplification, which implies 5x minus 3x is 2x, that is equal to 18. So here, along with variable 2 is there. 2 is in multiplication form. If we transpose this 2 from LHS to RHS, we will divide. So which implies x is equal to 18 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2 nines are. So what is the value of x? X value is 9. Hence, first number. So what is first number? First number is 5x. So 5 I wrote as it is. X value is 9. So this is 5 nines are 45. Second number, it is 3x. So 3 into 9. So 3 nines are 27. Therefore, numbers are 45 and 27. So this is our required result. Now we have to go for sixth problem. Three consecutive integers add up to 51. What are these integers? See here, three consecutive integers add up to 51. What are these integers? See here, we don't know three numbers. That two consecutive integers. Consecutive integers means serial numbers, continue numbers. So if we add any three continue numbers, that sum is equal to 51. So we have to find out what are those three numbers. So here for this problem, let the three consecutive integers integers b. We have to consider any three continuous numbers. So we don't know what is the first number, what is second number, and what is third number. So first number I am going to take as x. If first number is x, 1 will be added to the first number. So this is x plus 1. Next number is x plus 2. So 3 consecutive integers b, x, x comma 1 and x comma 2. So what our condition says? According to our condition, three consecutive numbers add up to 51. For that reason, if I add all the three numbers, that sum is equal to 51. So for that reason, first number and this is x plus 1 is second number and x plus 2 is third number. If I add all the three numbers, that sum is equal to 51. So here x plus x plus x, 3x are there. For that reason, if you add all the 3x, it will become 3x plus here 1 plus 2, that is 3. This is equal to 51. So 3x plus 3, if I transpose from LHS to RHS, it will become 51 minus 3. So 51 minus 3 is equal to 48. So which implies 3x is equal to 48. Now along with the variable, 3 constant number is there, that is in the form of multiplication. So that multiplication 3, if you transpose to the RHS, it will divide. So what you write? Which implies x is equal to 48 divided by 3. So 3 ones are simplification. 3 ones are 3 6, that is 16. So which implies x is equal to 16. Hence, first number, that is x is equal to 16. Second number, it is x plus 1, that is equal to 16 plus 1, that is equal to 17. Third number, it is x plus 2, this is equal to 16 plus 2, that is equal to 18. Therefore, the numbers are 16, 17 and 18. This is our required result. Now we have to go for seventh problem. That problem is the sum of three consecutive multiples of 8 is 888. Find the multiples. So if you go for this sum problem, how to solve, that one I am going to discuss here now. So in this problem, three multiples of 8 are there. So we don't know what are those multiples. So first multiple of 8 I am going to consider as x. If you observe the multiples of 8, those will differ by comparing the previous number by 8. Suppose multiples of 8 are 8, 16, 24, like that. So each number, it is going to differ by 8 compared to its previous number. Right? For that reason, here, how to consider for this means, let the three consecutive multiples here, let the three consecutive multiples of 8 be, here three multiples of 8 we have to consider. B. First multiple is x. Second multiple will be 8 greater than the previous number. For that reason, second multiple is x plus 8. And third multiple is again 8 greater than the previous multiple. Previous multiple is x plus 8 is there. So if we add again 8 to this term, what happens? It will become x plus 16. It means 3 multiples of 8 are x, x plus 8 and x plus 16. So according to our condition, what it says, the sum of 3 consecutive multiples. 3 consecutive multiples are x, x plus 8 and x plus 16. So if you add, then it will become sum. For that reason, x plus 8 plus x plus 16, if you add the consecutive multiples of 8 means that sum is equal to 888. So this is our condition. So now we have to find out what are those 3 multiples. For that reason, x, if you add, it will become 3x plus 8 plus 16. 8 plus 16, if you add constant separately, it will become 24. This is equal to 888. So plus 24, it is in LHS. If you transpose plus 24 from LHS to RHS, it will become minus 24. So 3x, that is equal to 888 minus 24. So 3x, that is equal to 884 minus 24 means, if you subtract 24 from 888 means, it will become 864. Therefore, 3x is equal to 864. Here 3 is in the form of multiplication with the variable. If you transpose this 3 from LHS to RHS, it will divide. So which implies x is equal to 864 divided by 3. So here if you simplify, again what happens? 3 ones are 3, 2s are 6, 2 is remaining. Again we have to go for, it will become 26. So 8s are, again 8s are. So if you divide 864 divided by 3, we are going to get 288. So our value of x is 288. Therefore, x is equal to 288. So hence first multiple, it is equal to x. First multiple is x. So that is 288. Second multiple, it is x plus 8. That is equal to, here 288 plus 8. So it will become 296. And third multiple, it is equal to x plus 16. So here 288 plus 16. So it will become 304. Therefore, 3 consecutive multiples are 288, 296, 304. So these are the 3 consecutive multiples of 8. If you add these 3 numbers, you are going to get the sum as 888. This is our required result. Now we have to go for 8th problem. What that 8th problem says, the 3 consecutive integers are such that when they are taken in increasing order and multiplied by 2, 3 and 4 respectively, they add up to 74. Find these numbers. So here in this problem, let us solve how to get the result. First, we have to consider three consecutive integers. How to consider three consecutive integers? See here, let three consecutive integers be three consecutive integers means three continuous numbers. So those numbers we have to consider as x, x plus 1 and x plus 2. So three consecutive integers are such that when they are taken in increasing order, so x is first, x plus 1 is second and x plus 2 is third. These are already in increasing order only, and multiply by 2, 3 and 4 respectively. So respectively how to multiply? First number we have to multiply by 2, second number we have to multiply by 3 and third number we have to multiply by 4. After multiplication, if we add all the results, that should be equal to 74. So now here, according to our condition, so what our condition says, here x is first number, x plus 1 is second number, x plus 2 is third number, right? So respectively how to multiply means, to these numbers we have to multiply by 2, 3 and 4 respectively. So 2 should be multiplied to first number, 3 should be multiplied to second number and 4 should be multiplied to third number. After multiplication, if we add, that sum is equal to 74. So we have to find what are those numbers, what are those consecutive numbers. So here now this is our equation form. We have to simplify, which implies 2 into x, 2x. This plus I wrote as it is. Here all are positive sign only, so no need to worry, it is easy to simplify. So 3 is a monomial, we have to multiply with this binomial. So according to the multiplication of monomial with binomial, 3 should be multiplied to the all terms of the bracket. So 3 is multiplied to x, 3 is multiplied to 1. So 3 into x, 3x, again this plus as it is, 3 into 1 that is 3. Here also same, plus 4 into x is 4x, plus 4 into 2 is 4 to the 8. So this is equal to 74. This is variable part, variable part, variable part. So first we have to write variable part one side. 2x plus 3x plus 4x. Then constants I am going to write. 3 plus 8, that is equal to 74. Now 2x plus 3x, 5x. 5x plus 4x, that is 9x. Here plus 3 plus 8. 3 plus 8 is 11, that is equal to 74. So in the next step, here plus 11 we have to transpose to the RHS for the simplification further. So 9x, here this plus 11 if I transpose to the RHS, it will become minus 11, that is equal to 74 minus 11. 9x, that is equal to, here 74 minus 11, that is 63. So in the next step, here 9 is a multiplication form along with the variable. If I transpose this multiplication 9 to the RHS, it will divide. So therefore x is equal to 63 divided by 9. So here 9 ones are 9, 9 sevens are 63. So what is the value of x? Value of x is 7. Therefore x is equal to 7. We got x value. Now what we have to find out? Hence first number, that is equal to x, that is equal to 7. Second number, that is x plus 1, that is 7 plus 1, that is equal to 8. Third number, that is x plus 2, that is 7 plus 2, that is equal to 9. So according to this condition, 3 consecutive numbers are 7, 8 and 9. Therefore 3 numbers are 7, 8 and 9. So this is our result. So if you multiply 2 to 7 and 3 to 8 and 4 to 9 and add, you will get 74.